They say there are no winners in a war. While that may be true, there are, for sure, those who benefit from this war. And as thousands get butchered in the war, there are companies that are bagging money. US defense stocks are skyrocketing. There has been a historic surge this week. How much exactly? Almost $30 billion. Just as the Hamas fired some 5,000 rockets towards Israel, Wall Street started pumping dollars into its defense sector. Big players like the United States and Russia are going to capitalize. As they say, war is good for business. The US dominates the arms market. It is home to the top 5 manufacturers in the world: Lockheed Martin, Boeing, Northrop Grumman, RTX, formerly known as Raytheon Technologies, and General Dynamics. Last year, the top 5 weapons contractors made $196 billion. As of now, who is making how much? iShares US Aerospace and Defense ETF stocks rose 6%. It was its best day since 2020. Shares of arms makers are also up. Lockheed Martin rose 9%. Northrop Grumman was up 11%. Both the firms notched best days in years. RTX rose 5%. General Dynamics climbed 6%. Leidos Holdings Inc. was up almost 4%. The bottom line is defense companies are making merry as mayhem unfolds in Israel and Palestine. The US is more than keen on supporting Israel. It has already started sending military aid. While Israel is being armed, in truth, the US government is doing a favor to its weapon contractors. It's not just the defense market that is booming. Oil prices are also up. It's giving deja vu. This is exactly what had happened after war broke out in Ukraine. While Israel isn't a big producer of oil, the rest of West Asia is. It accounts for nearly a third of global oil supply, and the war is fueling oil prices. The West Texas Intermediate crude climbed 4.3%. US-based ExxonMobil Corp closed at 3.5% higher. Chevron Corp climbed 2.8%. In the UK, Shell plc and BP plc both advanced about 2.6%. Australia's Woodside Energy Group and Santos also gained. If the conflict spreads to other oil-producing nations in the region, especially Iran, there could be severe repercussions for the global economy. But do you know who did not gain anything? Israel. Israel-linked stocks have fallen globally. These include China's Nanjing Shinjuku department store, which also fell 0.9%. In Singapore, Israeli venture capital firm Trendlines Limited fell 2.2%. India's Adani Ports Limited, which owns the Haifa port, slid nearly 5%. US-listed Taboola.com Limited, Canon Holdings Limited, and Taiwan's Lanner Electronics. Now, wars don't occur in vacuum. They create ripples, which are eventually going to reach you and me. Traveling is going to be affected, and so is technology. Airline stocks are sliding as some carriers have halted flights with Israel. Semiconductor shares are also falling. A hike in oil prices will only lead to inflation, especially for countries that depend heavily on oil imports. Will the impact trickle down to our pockets? That's what happened after the Ukraine war. Now there are 2 wars playing out in 2 different parts of the world. Who will gain and who will lose? WION World is now available in your country. Download the app now and get all the news updates on the move.